Hey, what's up everybody, XJoe81X. Yeah, the parts came in, and they came in early. Yes, I've been there many times myself. So now, not only am I using someone's Kodak snapshot, Snappa E, whatever, 18, ZI, whatever. That's also plugged in. Oh, here's that nice China red light. Yeah. No, it's plugged in because I don't want it to die during my videos, because obviously it doesn't tell you when it's dead. So in the past, actually my wallpaper video, it just crapped out and I went like 45 minutes talking to nobody. Break, fail, laugh. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to put it on a tripod today, and we're going to put this on that, and then we're going to run the bitch. So now JK18 tells me that this one is different than this one. Let's bring it over here. Excuse my video skills. Okay, now that everybody's dizzy. So of course it's a different color. Ironically enough, it's built the same in the sense where it has all the fancy molded plastic. It has the rubber stop for the top, the rubber stop for the top. It's little nooks here and there and everywhere. We'll flip it upside down. This obviously is completely covered in, you know, original part numbers and stuff, because this camera sucks. You know, 336, 3394, and this is covered in just plastic, which probably, I don't know, hopefully it doesn't fail. This is so much lighter than this, if you can imagine. Okay, so Jay says that this hose diameter is extremely, oh, and here's a better view of what's inside if you watched my last video. It's like a little plastic thing with holes in it to whisk the water away. So JK18 tells me that this diameter, sorry, is different than this diameter. So we'll have to see. If it is and it leaks, then we'll take it from there. Maybe I'll get hose clamps instead of these, you know, maybe these metal clamps don't clamp down that good. I don't know. I personally don't know. We'll have to just put it together and see. That's it. We're at a point where let's put it together and see. I'm gonna fucking hit pause, put it on the tripod, set it up nice, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, everybody. Obviously, I'm gonna try my best, you know, not to get, not to get in the way. So without further ado, let's move some stuff. And let's get in the way. Oh, it's not. It's amazing. It's leaking again and again and again and again and again. I'm a little bit bound. Oh God, there's always something in the way. Got the dryer. Whatever. Okay, got this piece, little hex nut. Tell you which one it is in a second. Five sixteenths takes the back drain off. You hope. Nice rusted bolt. Take it out. This sits there. Don't want to disturb this. Oh. Right, now it's just leaking again, and there's water again. I mean, water just kind of finds its way every single spot. I think that's off camera. Now let's move everything. Let's get all the wet towels. that are wet. Excuse me, sorry. Let's get a pair of linesman's pliers. Like I said, let me just double check I'm walking in front. Excuse me. Yeah, you might have saw that water. So I'm going to take a pair of pliers. Make a mess. Take off this hose clamp. That sounded nice and rusty. I don't have luck with the hose clamps. God, keep farting. Keep farting, Joe. Keep farting. Fart. Keep farting. Just stay. This is how to change your pump and whatever the fuck this thing is. I have the technical term somewhere. Whatever it is. Sorry. So like I said, I had to take the back off. It sits like this. It looks like it's a permanent structure. Yeah, there's like sediment in there. Kind of looks anyway, for you people playing the home game, this is going to be part number 3361809, and I think for good terms, I think this part number, this is a complete assembly, because even the new one, this plastic piece does not come off in the back. So we'll leave everything the way it is for now. Chuchi Afangula. Afangula Chuchi. Hello, my name is Chuchi. Hello, what's your name? Afangula. Now again, this is used, so there should be no problem. Again, this is used. There should be no problem. Just gonna put this back the same way. Hopefully you can see that. We're just sliding in the hose that goes up and out, and we're putting it in this thing. So far so good. It's good and tight. Back down the hose clamp. That's a nice noise. Put in the new. Yes, I've been there many times myself. Snake it in. The bottom has a lip, and the top has a bolt. Excuse me, a little screw. Like I said before, 5/16. Well, that went in. That was easy. I'm sure there's something floating around. It's not going to be that easy. Excuse me, pardon me. Thank you very much for shopping at the Home Depot and the Lowe's. Attention, Kenmore shoppers. We're just going to put this on. I'm sorry, we're just going to basically see if it fits. I'll put the top hose on first. It does fit, but you know, if it leaks. So I'll put the top hose on first. It obviously slides right on. I will put the shaft on. Just a little bit. Just a little bit, Tanya. Am I in your way? Sorry. So you have to line up the shaft with piece. Okay, let's play their version. Their version has me lining up the shaft first, just to see what happens. That's their version. Hopefully you could see. If not, just want to see if the shaft fits. Right, so it does. Okay. Yes, I've been there many times myself. What the fuck? What is up with this thing? Very weird. Almost like... Oh, well, now it fits on. Well, that's what I wanted. Now, there's a couple ways to do this. You could do it the wrong way, which I'm doing, which I'm sure the hose doesn't like it. I'm sure JK's like, what are you doing? You're doing it wrong! I don't remember it sitting crooked like that. But we can put on the old to see if it sits crooked. It's kind of sitting crooked, but it's in the dimples. If that makes sense to you. So it sits crooked. So let's see. Yes, I've been there many times myself. Of course, this has been molded, so this just, of course, permanently goes on like it always meant to be. Okay, so maybe my knee's in the way. So it does sit a little, this one sits a little bit to the right, the original one. It's all sitting there, it's around the shaft, sits a little bit to the right, doesn't necessarily sit, straight. Okay. And of course the hose is nice and tight. Nice and good and tight. And then this one fits right on. Yeah. And of course, because it fits right on, then we get the two clips that I chose not to get because there's nothing wrong with them. Put the bottom one in first because that's what I said. Kind of just go in and just want to make sure this is all sitting right. Clips are nice and obviously. See, what happens is when you're adding all these new parts, everyone back in the day, that there's no these parts are already, these are not even remotely, these clips are not even remotely, it's not even on the shaft, that's why. Well, this is why I videotape it, you know. I want to make sure that it's going on right, and everybody can never say, oh, you just like to put it on and never show us. Wah. It's like a 1/4 inch too big for some reason. It's weird. I don't even know if it's sitting on the shaft correctly. I don't trust it. The motor's still on, I don't want to touch anything. It's gonna fucking blow me up. Yeah, this is definitely different. Just cut slightly different. If that makes sense. I got no like dexterity. Fuck with it that much. It's in, but there it is. Alright. Like I said, JK18 said these hose clamps might give me some trouble because the hoses are a little bit too the diameter of the hose hasn't changed, but the diameter of the pumps changed. Yes, because I've been there many times myself. Probably wondering what that is. It's from an old Cosby show. That's a stand-up. Right. I mean, this is actually good to go right now. Unfortunately, you know, Jay says it's got a leak. I kind of get that feeling too, in the sense where nothing's ever made the right way anymore, you know? Oh, good and tight. There's got to be a tool for these hose clamps. Like a generic tool, you know? I'm using linesman's, it's great, but it's a pain in the ass. Unfortunately, this looks like it's all loose. Well, oh, my back is now broken. so you gotta come down here eventually and clean it. We're gonna leave that camera chooching without any problems. We're at 17 minutes. So I'm just gonna leave this camera going. Maybe I'll move it up a little bit. We'll turn it all on, and if it leaks right away, then that means there's something else wrong with the machine. So we'll get these towels on standby. You know, and what sucks is, like, you never even know if it's gonna leak too. You know, you never know. You know, it might fucking work for, you know, how long. Warm, cold. So I won't be able to, I'll fill it up a couple of inches, then I'll put it on spin. Because right now, if it was to leak, theoretically, I don't want to, you know, play this game where it leaks the whole tub. And then what's good about a washing machine is that if it leaks, you can see the whole bottom's open. So you come downstairs and you say, holy shit, oh my God, everybody, it's leaking. So we got about 3 inches in, give or take. We'll hit stop. Take a moment of silence. The hose is pressurized. Not that it's, well, not pressurized, sorry, but the hose has water in it. So far it's not leaking. Like I said, the hose, Jay says that the diameter is very, very different. Yep. Right. So we have leakage. Amazing. Well, I think we do. I think I have fresh water just accumulating. Now, unfortunately, there's always water in this thing, so yeah. So let's just go to spin. Oh, that didn't like that for a second. The bottom hose is fine because it's pushing water out. The top hose is what has water constantly around its ring. Now it's working. Hello, today, tomorrow. So Jay says that he's gotten people with hose clamps that have said that even the hose clamp doesn't work. So at this point in time, I'd like to say thank you for watching on how to install a aftermarket water pump and a drain hose on a Kenmore 80 series washing machine. We're going to call JK18 right now and tell him that the bottom hose does leak ever so slightly, but not the top hose. Okay, I will come back if we have any. I will come back after a couple minutes of chooching him on the phone, and maybe I could put a hose clamp on, but supposedly he says that that doesn't work sometimes. But excuse me, I'll be right back.